never know, right? So anything could happen at this point. But
Yeah,
of
we're
course,
gonna.
going into
Yep.
the next map, which is Erangel, as we can see here, this is the map again coming back to the classic map. Erangel was won by RSG earlier today. Now our featured players Drax, Sinbi, San, as well as Ziggs here. Every one of these teams got their chicken dinners by now. So it looks like based on the stats, everyone's really close to each other. Drax and Ziggs, same kills. San just one behind. Sinbi in front by just a couple of kills. So these are real matchups here that we can see.
And they are mostly playing as the flanks or the support for the teams. As we can see, their average is not as big as the Fraggies, but still decent enough to be exceptionally well to be one of the featured players here. But we're looking at the flight path crossing or cutting through the map into a little bit balanced. I think it's quite balanced, not so balanced, but still cutting them at half down from Sonoska military base up to Yasnaya to Kamishki area. And this is a very happy map for most of the players because their dropping points are somewhat reachable no matter where your drop point is. So question is, when will the circle reveal itself? You'll see if the oh my goodness, it's almost the same circle as yesterday as well as today's scrimmage. What is this circle going on?
I know, right? A little bit of hope for me that the circle actually goes towards the bridge side. So keeping my fingers, my toes, and whatever head I have left crossed and all that. So we'll see how it goes. Bapa are definitely going for their favorite spot, Milta Power. And FV, they have their new favorite. Oh, wait a second. 4-2. Oh, now boxed up his head here. Looks like he's putting on
I
this
think it's
focus box.
it looks like really cool because it looks like a. I'm sorry, but it looks like a the garbage plastic featuring with the garbage box on top of it.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
just had to.
man.
But it looks really cool. You're like a hobo at that point, but it still looks really cool. But back to the game. ESG with Gig Fam. I think this is around the outskirts of Pochinki and Gaka region, maybe around Quarry too, between those three places. And Impunity, will they actually rectify themselves this game? Because we are having rectified driving the vehicle. Nice spray. I would say most of the players spray here really is amazing graphic there. Bravo spraying with an iron sight with a very long distance. I don't think it will collect. It will connect or clip anybody yet.
Yeah, looks like a little bit down kind of 4-2-0 with his paper bag, but then again, looks like they are leaving this area to be defended. And now ESG Superlan, the starman of ESG, revives his teammate. Gfam knows that someone is on the other side as well. Pumburu looks like he knows he's been spotted out by Geekfam. And now ESG, they have themselves spread out through different angles onto the side of Geekfam. But Geekfam, with just this small house, I'm very sure that all of his other teammates are not well looted enough. I do see a crossbow there on the ground. Yes, crossbow didn't pick up. Please give me a crossbow. Crossbow kill. Crossbow kill.
Oh my goodness me, that will be really, really spectacular to watch. But now we have another scene which is mesmerizing with the stunts that have been pulled by Superlun just now. Is he going for more kills and going for more ballsy move? Pamburu and the rest of the team will loot themselves up first. They are really low in terms of their look and really need to stock them out as soon as possible because apparently they are vast and their helmets, even the bags, is still not there. They really need their gears up and away. If not, one bullet can just knock you away. But I really like the cake. Happy second anniversary, Pop Timo.
Happy second anniversary, PUBG Mobile. Together we play, of course, ladies and gentlemen. You will see such graphics or such, I would say, what do you call it, teasers all around the game if you play them. So if you do spot them out, do send your screenshots over. I'm sure the rest of everyone else would like to see how gorgeous looking the designs are. And now looking onto the circle, looks like it will be a question mark whether you want to be on the side of the military base or you want to be on the side of the main peninsula. This will be a question for maybe the final circle or the bridge as well. It's still a possibility there. all the other teams on the other side, Impunity needs to migrate into the circle, but then again, may face some gatekeeping from the other teams as well. Now we do see here XPERT MY just making it into the circle, being a little bit gatekept by Axis and PX. That they do see that XPERT MY is around the corner. ESG has Geek Fam to deal with, that they've been trying to deal with from early of the game. Team No Recall, on the other hand, looks like they're taking a safe route towards the southern side of the bridge there, getting into the circle, so they will be fine, not being gatekept by anyone. FV and Last Survivor may bump into each other on their way to deciding whether they should be on the main peninsula or stay on the side of Military Island.
Yeah, it's kind of a 50-50 circle. Chances are, I do want to see a bridge fight. I always see a bridge. It will be interesting to watch, but I don't think it will ended up there. Maybe it will be ended up around a little bit south to the Medusa intersection where Resurgence is at, or even Bosque, just at the mainland end of the bridge on the east side there of the map too. But for those who are coming up from the northern side, we're looking at Impunity. We'll have to tank it a bit. And maybe even you, gang, will rotate a bit late here. It's not all at loss if you are rotating a bit late, because apparently even rotating late kind of gives you a extra points in terms of surviving. But those are actually on Sonov's community rates. They really want to jeopardize the positioning going into late here? Because we do know if you're on the southern side of a map, if the circle ended up in the mainland, it will be a really tough run for you to go and swim yourself to the mainland, because probably Bosque will camp this one now if they want to. They can actually, but are still hovering around Multi Power, not budging, because there are chances that they will end up the circle there. So everybody, those actually already in circle, try not to move too much, whilst the ones that are outside of the circle playing the looting game, it's actually taking their time.
Yeah, talking about looting game, we do see here on the map as well. On the northern side, Impunity is at the side of Jogopo, but Good Jelly is all alone, playing a similar strategy as what Yudu Gang played earlier with Manpara, going on the other side. Yudu Gang looks like they're playing it a little bit differently this round. Manparang and the rest of his teammates, they are not too far from each other, but looks like they will need to make it into the circle. No bridge camping happening at their side, so they will be fine getting into the circle. H2O Kagura, the captain of H2O, now will need to put on a good performance again as how he did earlier before in the previous game, to be that captain, be that example to say, okay guys, this
be the one,
be the one,
be the one,
example, be the one, the one and only.
YouTube gang. Do we have to go there again? Like, so it's linked from one quote to one quote. But back to YouTube gang, like we said, the one and only Jumper. Hopefully he won't be the first one to be the sacrificial lamb for the team again this time. But on the other hand, is just hovering around prison area. If they can actually just stay at Milton Power if they want to, but apparently they need more loot, and Mini 14 on Ziggs have a decent amount of gears on his side, level 2 of everything except for the back level 3. Well, I do know FV Unbeatable really need to change their gears. Level 1 Vest won't be holding on too long for that in case it got clipped, but he is hesitating to open fires against Last Survivor because he can see that the whole squad is going over to Grim's side. If he opens fire just now, I think it's still a good opportunity for FV because Grim will coming up from behind. They kind of got Last Survivor surrounded there, but they are hesitant for a moment. But that circle really is going where we predicted, a little bit south to the Medusa intersection between Shelter and also the rest of the team coming out. Mozart, Bapa, Team No Recall, Impunity on the other hand will have to play the very late game.
Oh, not good for Last Survivor as well as FB. They will definitely meet each other on the way to the main peninsula. But at the same time, it could be gatekept by anyone at this point. 9 definitely has eyes. Mosgoku taking lots of damage then. Mosgoku looks like he'll be knocked down by Kid. And now the grenades go out from 9 and they will make their pursuit off the side of Last Survivor. Ichao now is in trouble, drives away, but Ichao looks like he jumps out and he'll be knocked down. Next team member of Last Survivor to knock down. And now 9 will continue on the spray, and now Kid and Barman is on the other side, but then we have one team member for Last Survivor managed to get away with this. And SP is trying to hang on to this. Looks like you can see a Ziggs trying to run away with this grenade explode. Nope. Managed to get onto the other side of the hill. And now 9 will finish off the rest of team members of Last Survivor together with his teammates. Chang is just crawling there, calling up for help, but there's nothing his teammates can do. 9, no pan, but no mercy for from 9 on to Chang. Will finish off with those shots. Small boy switching him over to him, just being a scout for his team, and now everyone is just playing this cautiously.
Tapping on Volky there, trying to get one of the members of Axis. Axis, they got themselves their first yesterday. Hopefully, they keep the momentum today as well. We do want to see all these teams rising up from their slumber. Dingo's trying to pin down ESG, who got themselves the last chicken dinner. They are trying to take one of the teams that used to be an underdog. Now, ooh, look at that flip. That's going to be a miserable flip as because he just walked himself onto a death box just now. Gig Fam is not slack enough when it comes to getting free kills there, but at the same time, Dingo's got the side of 4-2. Oh yeah, he will have to play extra cautious because there are so many teams keeping eye on Gig Fam who happen to be sandwiching between two teams.
Oh man, the moment that flip happened, you already know that, okay, that's it, it's gone. Because you will lose momentum with your vehicle, but look at this, Aga looks like, oh, Aga wanted to pop out the grenade, but then again, it's too late. Loyu comes to the rescue, but then Aga has been taken out. Loyu now goes inside the building, but then again, smoke is the only thing that's actually hanging him on. Loyu pops out the first aid kit, but in front of him, it's actually the Y2K. He probably doesn't see him yet. Oh boy does know that someone is on the lower floor. Voki as well. Keep his eyes on the stairs in case anyone comes out. Voki now just moving back and forth, just trying to throw Loyu off. Loyu, Sinbi is far away, but Sinbi may come to the rescue. Loyu is down all alone yet. Sinbi is still on the other side. He's trying to make his way up. And now Voki looks like he'll jump down to the ground floor. And now Voki tries to make that preemptive shot. But look at this. Loyu, Voki with that grenade. Beautiful. He just tossed the grenade on his own ground and he jumped out the window and that caught Loyu. Wow, that is like IQ 5 million play.
5 million IQ. I do want to know how the brain looks like at that point. I am pro, on the other hand, trying to find the rest of team no recoil. Oh, they still have people intact, but Bart just has to butt in here. He wants a bit of a pie as well, and he's trying to play it safe with a higher ground advantage, scoping down with an M16 here, getting that taps on. Will it connect? Apparently, it still is not. And they will have to run themselves down on for resurgence, looting up the rest of the items that turn into the box. But at the same time, Bot got returned back with the punishment there. Yeah, exposing a little bit too much. Gig Fam tanking the blue, going against Dingles out here. They need to migrate soon, reposition themselves, because apparently they are not that looted up for stock in terms of their utility-wise. But they have to go in. Do they have vehicles at this point? FV is also stayed up behind. So many left behind in the blue here, and it's not getting beneficial for any of the teams.
Oh man, yes, doesn't look good for any of these teams right now because the blue zone is pressuring them. Barman does have a couple of utilities, pops out the first aid kit immediately. Kid needs to try to find a way to get out of this. Tries to find where is it safe. Oh, now painkillers will be popped out by Kid, and there's a vehicle right in front of him which he will gladly use to get out of this sticky situation. But at the same time, Gig Fam, they are across, so you don't want to go nearby Gig Fam. But look at this, Super Luck again. Looks like he's taking out 4-2-0. Good Jay managed to take out Jenny and 6. Revenge onto Good Jay. Unfortunately, Impurity seems to be falling apart based on that kill feed. And now NSP will be finished off by Kid from this angle. And Kid will make his way into the safe zone. Rectify, on the other hand, looks like he's been knocked out. Jaeger, the last team member of Impurity, surviving here. The grenade does go out the side of Bapa. Other space go out as well. But then again, the vehicle still stands there. Jaeger looks like he will take the stance to just survive for his team.
Yeah, in case you guys missed what happened today, Vikendi won by Baba Alpha the first official match. ESG got themselves a Miramar chicken dinner. For scrimmage, it was Resurgence, and now we for the third game in Wrangle. Who will take away for the chicken this time? Jaeger were forced to Jaeger don't really have a choice there. He was forced to actually abandon the ship just now. If he take the fight head on, it will cause them to get the 16th placement, which will be the last ever. Impunity really need to play a bit safer this time. Even though they managed to get a couple of kills, but it didn't finish. Knocks only not even kills. Last survivor on the other hand, who happened to be passed by. GG, disrespecting the enemy territory, just going away like that. Six, also the last survivor. Well, he lived up his name there. Six, just the last man standing for Team Last Survivor. But on the other hand, is migrating a bit by bit. But we do see Gig Fam tanking the blue quite some time now.
Yeah, Geek Fam. Wow, and they are far away. Plus, if they want to get into the circle, they need to pass through a lot of teams. But look at this. Haiku looks like he gets a couple of shots onto Ziggs, and the play zone will finish on Ziggs. No point for Haiku, unfortunately. It will be finished off by the play zone. Barman is on the other side. Haiku is keeping eyes onto another one. They're releasing the Vito passing by. Now the Vito will be shut up. Barman taking lots of damages from the blue zone as well. And now Barman need to find a way in. Kid looks like he will be knocked down by the blue zone. It's not looking good for FB at the moment. And Big Fam looks like same goes for them as well. FB now being pressured by EVOS VIP Jazz from another angle, and now looks like they will migrate themselves. EVOS putting enough pressure, and now they will make the move for it. Heiko with the painkiller in the car that looks like a Batmobile, a red color Batmobile in fact. And now Bravo goes on to the side of RSG, may bump into them, but looks like he makes a detour onto a safer route.
I'm looking at the current state of time being. ESG, so many teams already lost a lot of members here. We're talking about still 12 teams left. Dingo's just now among the team that quite early heading out back into the lobby. I was hoping for more for Dingoes. We haven't seen themselves getting any chicken dinner just yet, but still more games to go today. 4 more games actually. Expert MY hovering around this warehouse, looking over Access and P across that map. There's also Resurgence and Bappa are behind them. So Expert MY, is it wise to hold on? It's a very nice defense when they take this warehouse, but at the same time, you're staying too long. A couple more seconds, it will be the fifth phase of a circle, and you don't want to overstate yourself to be taking the blue because fourth phase onwards. Honestly speaking, the circle is not friendly to deal with. It was knocked away by EVOS VIP being knocked down quite out in the open field here. They don't have much to cover with. Kuza, that's the last person, and Putra as well. They got themselves 12 placement. EVOS VIP obviously.
Oh, sweet revenge from FV, because EVOS VIP, they gave the pressure onto FV earlier in the blue zone, but then again, they managed to come out of the blue zone and get their revenge onto the side of EVOS VIP. So unfortunately for EVOS VIP, they are one of the earlier teams, not even making top 10 to be bowed out from this round. And now Yudu Gang looks like they have a couple of team members in the circle at this point. Fredo with the shots go out onto the side of FV, still hanging it off. Fredo all over, but they get, oh, Fredo taking lots of shots here. Will he knock? Yes, Fredo will be not a Jumper, tries to get the revenge on, but then again, Jumper managed to get a kill off Supra will be sent back to the lobby, and now Jumper will go on the save for the side of Fredo. The smoke will be popped out just beside their Christmas themed vehicle here. Nice paint job there. Revive will go out, and look at this. Jumper has a level 3 helmet, level 2 vest, so he is pretty good right now. But then again, FV is on the other side. Papa as usual, they like to be in compound, so they have one for themselves for now. In the middle of the circle again. This is craziness.
It is quite aggressive game because apparently usually when it comes to fifth phase they still have over 10 teams, but now we're down to only top 9 here. Bosco Way managed to take down Resurgence on that sniping brother, taking that long shots out, but then they just go into H2O. They exposed themselves a little bit too much when they tap that gun just now. Lorenzo is also being notified by bots presence there, and Bosco Way, they managed to knock one out for Resurgence. At the same time, they're hesitant about which way or which direction they should be focusing on because bot is just making it hard for everybody else. Expert and Y is just behind, but they're exposing themselves way too much with that open fire just now. and Bot trying to hovering around with the rest of Team Papa at the edge of the circle. The only team that kind of inside of a circle right now is none other than XPERT and Y, which is right on their right side, a little bit on the south of the circle here. So many smokes being popped. They want to get the M249. There's also level 3 of everything, all the gears. They really need it. Especially want to replenish themselves with almost chipped and shredded armors that they have on them. But Lord is just around the corner. Y2K try to get a revenge there. Y2K will be punished straight away because Alex and the rest of Bosky Way is hovering around the position too.
Oh man, now looks like Expert and they need to fend this off because all the teams are coming into the compound right now. Bosco just came in with the party, and now Romeo will need to energy drink. Will go out. H2O as well. There are 4 teams in the same compound. Resurgence at the same time. They are all fighting out outside, and Expert MY is just watching this, or more like listening to all the action from inside of their building. They are in the best position possible for now. Plus, they are in the circle. Dylan pops out the grenade, trying to get the kill there, but again did not manage to connect. The Iron Pro is on his knees though. Palax looks like he'll try to make a go for it. Palax right now tries to make a go for it together with his team. Kaya is still around the vehicle, but looks like he will bleed out. Kagura looks like is on his knees as well. H2O is falling apart. Bosku at the same time looks like they will make the siege for it, and they may finish off H2O here, but Expert MY, they are inside. Brother just joining the party, and now Expert MY will need to do the mop up if they can. They have the advantage if they make that move right now, but or will they let the blue circle do its job? For school now, they will need to just just try to get those items, try to heal up and get ready for the next one, because Dylan right now is just waiting by the side.
Oh
The
no.
smokes do go out, and the circle does not favor anyone, guys. Does not favor anyone.
Yup, that's really a bummer for most of these players, but Expert and Y try to hold it on, coming up from behind him, Romy. Oh, brother from the side,
Oh man, where did Romeo
just
come
use
from?
that first aid kit. He rotated himself around that warehouse. Smart play coming up for Expert and Y. That was really brilliant play. I reckon he really had a hard time keeping his nerves on his toes there. Really nervous. Yudu gang, on the other hand, trying to get over Axis and FV, who happens to be across him only for Manparang. He will drive in. I do know Manparang for his very bold move. Sometimes he just do things that we are really not even able to predict. But Jumper, on the other hand, with the Mini 14 trying to go in at the same time, Drax just drive in, baiting all the shots, making sure that it gives information to the rest of the team. Expert and Y camping it out. Let's go. Oh my god, Fredo just gonna be the bait now. They are washing this small hut out. They're trying to shoot the door open. Drax trying to be extra safe. Fredo already being knocked down because SFV coming in with a big nade, knocking 2 of them on their knees here. Axis is still safe in that small hut. While we're looking at Papa Jenny going for Lord here across that map, still hovering around that warehouse. They're fanning out for Expert and Y, covering all angles possible. Jenny, all that's left now is barricading himself with this small data that been burnt down. Parang is next after one another. Yudu gang is not one and only that being fired anymore, because Axis is also engaging with them.
Oh yeah, Axis now. Kuda trying to take advantage of the loot here with the first aid kit. Does pop out on his side. Jumper now in the middle of the fight. Jumper just behind his buggy. Is it going to be enough to fend him off? Now Kuda is behind the vehicle. Jumper to the notice that the grenade is being prepped out. Jenny sprays a shot into the side of the smoke, but then again the airdrop is just trolling everyone right smack in the middle of the fight. Jenny pops up the bandages. Grim tries to find a good angle here, but then again, there's just not much here that he can find cover onto, and he starts to drop a couple of unnecessary items that we can see that Grim there. Sometimes it's a bait to other teams as well if they want to go for it, but then again, it's mostly just to find angles as well while he does that multitasking. Romeo taps onto Jenny. Jenny looks like he is trying to survive or force his team there. It's not going to be easy for Jenny because Romeo has a good scope there onto Jenny. The airdrop is trolling everyone else. Jenny not moving a muscle there, just trying to hang on to position. Placement, but again, Dylan looks like he's going for the close corners onto Jenny. Will be finished off by Romeo from afar. Thank you so much to Dylan. You deserve an assist award there.
Imagine if friendly fire actually happened in the game. I don't think they're gonna go with that strategy ever again, because that's a big ball move coming up from Team Expert. And why will they get themselves another top 3 or just a chicken dinner? But Jumper is the sole survivor, the only man actually surviving for Yudu gang. Expert and why having the advantage here with the most manpower, but Jumper denying Exit's existence, making sure they're down to top 3 now. Jumper slowly crawling. We do know Jumper, when it comes to crazy move, these guys just has it all. And they were trying to pick this clutch on FV, already engaging towards Expert. And why Yudu gang Jumper, can he take up the challenge to clutch it 1v4 v2?
Yes, can Jumper do this? Well, we have seen great duos from Yudu Gang, but, well, great solos from Yudu Gang, not really yet. So we'll see. It looks like Romeo just spraying out into the bushes, but nothing there. Jumper is on the other side, but they do not know his presence. Jumper will hold on to this. Expert and why they're in prime position because they have the numbers. They have 4 team members, but the only thing is that they are jumping up and down. So Barman definitely knows Expert and Y is on one side there. Jumper has been taken off by Saint, and now we're down to top 2 teams. Barman is the only team member left. They only need to find where Barman is. Barman takes out one dealer, but will he be good enough? Barman has been taken down by the side of Expert and Y. Congratulations to them. Winner, chicken dinner is yours.
Expert and why they tried multiple times, making sure they got themselves that chicken dinner. Finally, it is fruitful for them. And that was a great game and very good consistency to Expert and Y. I'm really astonished how good they are within this week. Is it something that they just have it for the final week, or is it something that we venture upon that is online and offline thing going on for these players? Because apparently they are really going strong when it comes to the final week for PMPL 2020.
Well, it could be the online-offline thing because they are one of the teams who come through the qualifiers as well, the online qualifiers. So it could be one of those factors as well, because it may also make a difference. One thing is environment as well, where you're at. You're in a comfortable environment with your own setup and all that. One more thing is that the devices that you use is your own device. So sometimes you're more accustomed to your own device as well, whatever device that you use, instead of the tournament's device. So it could be those